if you want to work on your left hand and get your left hand a lot faster, this is the one thing you have to do. You have to stop working with your right hand. Put the stick down. Don't play with your right hand and strictly work on your left hand. Take your left hand and do exercises like this. This is going to help strengthen the muscles in this hand. You just need to practice squeezing the stick. This is what I would do at night. Before I would go to bed, I would just practice this. I'm literally just squeezing the stick, right? And I'm building the muscle in this hand because I don't do much stuff with my left hand. I pick up bags with my right hand. I do everything with my right hand. And so I have to strengthen my left hand. So while you're watching TV, while you're reading a book, you could even be cooking, you know, strengthen the left hand and build the muscles up. Doing exercises like this, now you can see what's happening. You go like this, you stare at your fingers, and you watch your fingers make that movement, okay? Watch the fingers make the movement. And you can say, oh wow, that's what my fingers are doing under the stick. And so when you flip your stick over and you go like this, you can't necessarily see your fingers, but you know what they're supposed to be doing. And in your mind, you're like, my fingers are supposed to be doing this, all right? This is what's gonna allow your left hand to get faster. Don't practice with your right hand. When you're doing exercises with your left hand, you have to completely isolate it. That's what I did, because if I even if you do an exercise with your right hand, you're like, oh, I'm gonna mostly work on my left hand, the right hand's still gonna be getting faster. Your right hand has to just be chilling on the side, and this has to be just a left hand, or if your right hand is weaker, then it should just be your right hand. Sit and do this, build up the muscle. With doubles, you wanna go 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So make sure you have good technique. Thumb, index finger, these fingers are wrapped around the stick, and you're literally just squeezing it. You're not fully doing this, right? You're just this. In my other video, I talk about doing this. This is when you get really fast, that your fingers are gonna be extending that much. But initially, it's just gonna be a tiny little bit. And then when you get ready, say after a good 5-10 minutes of doing this, essentially just warming up your hands, you go to your practice pad and do this. So this is gonna might be a little bit difficult, but just go slow. If you gotta go this slow, but really overemphasize the motion here. 1, 2, 1, 2. This squeeze. This is really important. Don't do anything with the right hand. Just the left hand. Also work on your volume. So you're gonna be able to utilize the bounce from the practice pad to really close in on that second squeeze. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is a left hand or weaker hand warm up. All we're gonna do is singles and doubles with the left hand. If your right hand's weaker, then use it with your right hand. For me, I'm right-handed, so my left hand is gonna be the weaker hand. So, right hand away, stick away, just the left hand. So with this, I'm using downstrokes in all wrists. Then when I do doubles, I switch to using my wrist and my fingers to get that second hit. Watch closely. I'm doing there is I'm focusing in on stick height for one. I'm coming down, I'm fully up, straight up and down, perpendicular with the sky, right? I'm coming down and I'm stopping the stick here. I'm not letting the stick bounce back up, right? I'm not doing that. I'm stopping the stick, and when I go back up for the diddle, 1, 2, I catch it and I stop. Okay, so what you're gonna notice is like your right hand naturally does this. I have a lot of students and the right hand is like usually fine, and it's the left hand that everyone usually struggles with, and a lot of people can't even get the stick to go straight up and down. Like the wrist doesn't even want to do that. So there's an issue there. If that's your issue, you have to really monitor your wrist and make sure your wrist doesn't do like this. Some people, their wrist goes like this and it doesn't even go straight. You want it to go straight up and down, right? Because you want it to be like almost like there's a string attached to it coming right down here to here.
This is called the downstroke. As you can see, I stop the stick. I don't allow it to bounce back up.
And you don't want to compromise on the accuracy with this. You want it to be very clear. You want it to be very precise, as if someone programs your hand, and every single time it's going to come back to this position and back here. After you hit, you want it to stop about maybe an inch, a little bit of space under the stick. So every time you come up, you come down and you stop it right there. You don't want to just let it go like be all loose and whatever, because that's how it's going to sound. Your playing is going to sound loose. It's not going to sound clean, unless that's what you want. If you want a loose, very like washy sound, then hey, go for it. My sound is I try to be very precise, very meticulous. I want to be able to recreate the same attack every single time. How do you do that? You have to have a point of reference where you're always going to come back to, right? So it could be my military background. I did like 6 years in the Navy as a musician. So I mean, I was tested on rudiments. I had to be really precise. They would sit there and track you with the metronome to see how fast you could play your rudiments, and they had to be clean, or you'll be marked down for, hey, you can play fast, but you can't play clean, right? So the way to clean up your sound and to strengthen your left hand is to work on this stuff very slowly. If you try to just push through and work on it fast, it's just not going to sound clean, because the brain-hand connection has to happen. There has to be a time for your brain to understand what you want it to do. You want it to come down and be straight and sound clean every time, right? So you're here and then here. So don't be lazy with these movements and just work on the left hand. Just singles all the way up, all the way down, and you stop right there.
With this, I am only using my wrists. I'm really focusing in on my wrists and stopping the stick from moving.
See, it's almost like, it's just like clockwork, like a ticking clock. Now, for the double, hit squeeze. Hit squeeze. This is kind of tricky because you kind of have to time it right. If you're too slow with your squeeze, then it's going to throw it off. Like if you're like, or it's like it has to come right after another one and be in time. Ba-da. Da-da. 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 So you start from here and hit squeeze, hit squeeze. So all the stuff that we're doing with this left hand, when we're like this is all what's going to help you be able to catch it. That's what's going to allow you to do that. So if you don't practice this right here, and you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to try to use my fingers, and then you're going to be too open with it, and you're going to be too sloppy. You got to be like this. Tiny, tiny, meticulous movements. That's why when you're chilling, you know, you're watching TV or whatever, be doing these movements here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So when you go over to your practice pad, you know, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. when you're ready to put your right hand together with your left, you might notice that your left hand is a little bit stronger, which is not bad. And then you put it together, and your roll is going to sound like this. Follow for more lessons.
Hi, my name is Camelia Akami Keys, and I'm playing the Tama Star Babinga drum set. This drum kit sounds amazing. It looks amazing. It was handmade in Japan, and it really just sets itself apart from any other drum set on the market. The toms speak so well. These drums have expression, they have voice. There is personality to this kit. Music is the universal language, and I quickly learned that while I was serving in the United States Navy. We could not speak the same language, but put a smile on someone's face by playing the drums. I make music to spread joy.